Welcome, sun and sunsets. My name is Cynthia Mee, and I am your meta-numerologist. And today I will be talking about the universal year 2020, which is number 4, the energy 4. Now let's get started. The universal year 4 is a part of your personal year. And if you don't understand what a personal year is, I am going to record a video later and you'll be able to get an idea of how the universal year plays a part in your personal year. But for now, I want to talk about the universal year, the worldwide energy that everyone is going to feel just a part of being in this new decade of 2020. So when you're thinking about a worldwide situation, you gotta take under consideration the positive and the negative aspects of energy 4. You can think about like reestablishing government. You can think about structure, reestablishing and rebuilding the economy. Individually, we can make this world a better place. Individually, this is the time where we can kind of help our government understand and hear our voice. This is the time that individually you have power. It's not about the government, it's not about the police, it's not about the laws, but this is the year that you can actually change the laws in the universal year 4. It will give you a sense of, I have a voice, I want to be heard, I want to have a change. So universal year 4 is about changing from the old with the new, being more open to being different and wanting to have people to hear how you feel about where you live, no matter where you are in this world. So I'm gonna kind of give you some ideas of what it was like in the universal year 4 9 years ago. Okay, so here we go. In the universal year 4 in 2011, these are some of the things that happened in 2011. The Occupy Wall Street happened. A tornado happened in Joplin, Missouri, the big tornado. Citizens in the countries around the Middle East, they raised up against their government and went with the what was called the Arab Spring. Osama bin Laden was killed. And New Zealand had an earthquake, and Japan had an earthquake underwater, which in result became the tsunami that year in 2011. And in the universal year 4 in 2011, the Arizona Congressman Gabriel Gifford was shot and 12 other people. There were riots in London because there was a man who was shot by the police. Steve Jobs passed away in 2011 of the universal year 4, and then they also came out with the Apple 4S. Can you believe they're on the Apple 11 right now? NASA launched 2 spacecrafts. NASA launched the Juno spacecraft, and Juno actually landed on Jupiter in 2016. And so they bombed Norway. Kate Middleton and Prince William got married that year. And let's see. So that's all that transpired in the year of 2011, the universal year 4. And so as you can see, there were a lot of riots. There were a few earthquakes. There was, a lot of things going on that kind of represented what was going on in the world. A lot of things the same things was actually happening around the world. A lot of riots, a lot of protests. And so that's what I mean about in the universal year 4, you have a voice. You want to be heard. You want to reestablish the government. You want change. And so in order to have that change, the universe energy will, help you get out there and fight for your rights, right? Fight for your rights. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is tell you some things that happened in 2002. The 9 years after 2011 was the other universal year 4. So in this year, Kmart filed bankruptcy, US Airway files bankruptcy, Mars Odyssey the Mars Odyssey found water on Mars, right? Well, I guess it was kind of like ice deposits that could have made water on Mars, which, you know, all these years later, we haven't heard anything else about those water deposits, right? But nevertheless, and then the euro becomes the official currency for 12 European Union members. The Miss World pageant caused a riot in Nigeria. Queen Elizabeth's mother passed away. The leaders of the world's richest nations had a meeting called the G8 Summit in Canada to agree to help the poorest countries in economics and politics. So that was a good thing, right? And there were wildfires. There are wildfires now in Australia, right? So, and there was another earthquake in Afghanistan and Pakistan. There were quite a few. There was a wildfire in Oregon and Colorado in 2002. There was Andrew, I can't think of his name, Fasto, I believe. He was indicted for Enron scandal. Let's see, the WorldCom filed bankruptcy, and then United Airways airline filed bankruptcy, and tornadoes in Louisiana and Pennsylvania. So again, the Universal Year 4 about reestablishing, reconstructing, renewing, focus. You can take positive and the negative with it. It can be, so it will help empower people to have a voice, be stronger, try to reestablish the government if it's not running like they wanted to run. And again, a lot of things have not been going the way especially the U.S. want to see their government. And so this may be the year that you see more riots, and I don't want to say riots, but healthy, friendly protests. So in the year 4, Universal Year 4, hard times can become a reality. Laziness can become an all familiar trait to some. And again, we're not just talking about people in the US, we're talking about worldwide. This is a universal energy. And so everyone in the world will feel a part of this energy. Whether you believe in numerology or not, whether you study numerology, or whether you know just a little bit of it, the universal year, you will feel the even now, if you're hardworking, you're gonna feel like working even harder. Because the more you work in this universal year 4, the more you will reap. So it's just like a sowing. The more you sow into the foundation, the more you sow into your seeds, then the more you will harvest in this universal year 4, no matter what your personal year is. And if you understand how the personal year works, it is your month and your day, and then plus the universal year 4, and that would give you your actual personal year for this year. Universal years is just like personal years. It's from January to December. So every year we move into a whole new personal year, and this is just something to think about as we get into the universal year 4. Kind of just turn off the TV a little bit and go within and just try to understand your foundation, how you want to reestablish yourself. Again, this is not just your number, because it's only part of your personal year. Some people who are in a 4 personal year, as well as with the universal year 4, will feel the energy even more so about working hard or being lazy. It just depends on where you are in this time and space in your life. So again, the universal year 4 for 2020, is about being heard, reestablishing, reconstruction, rebuilding, about the foundation, even family. Understand how the universal year is playing a part in your personal year. Personally, I am in my year 6, so I know that it will be about family. It will be about, being a nurturer to others, helping friends and family when they need me. It also will be about, doing what I want to do, having a little luxury. I'm in kind of like a 666 year, actually. 666 meaning my personal year is the 6, my essence is the 6, and my pinnacle is the 6. So it's going to be interesting for me to see how this 4 universal years playing a part in my 6 personal year. I'm looking forward to working hard. I'm looking forward to giving back. I'm looking forward to working in my community, also working at different shelters. So I'm truly looking forward to being a service to others and working hard doing that. So let me know what you think. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions about the universal year or how to get your personal year. Again, if you want to book an appointment with me, my You can always go to facebook.com/IamCynthiaMe. That's facebook.com/IamCynthiaMe, and book your appointment with me. I don't call what I do readings, okay? I call it analysis, because basically that's what I'm doing. I'm analyzing your path and giving you feedback on what's to come. What your opportunities look like, and if you want to know if it's, if you want to quit your job, it's a good year, or you want to start a family, or if you want to go back to school, buy a house, all of that is in your chart. All of that is in your energy and where you are in your life as your personal year and your essence, because it's not just about your personal year, it's also about your essence as well. Then you will understand if it's a good time for you to, and plus, I only confirm what you're feeling. I only confirm what you're feeling, because whatever you're feeling is coming from the soul. And all I do is say, hey, this is in your chart. I analyze your chart. I just read it. I look over, just like a doctor would your chart if you're in a hospital. I just analyze what the energy is saying, what numbers, what they're looking like for this year, and tell you, this is basically what it is. And normally, 9 times out of 10, my clients say, that's what I want to do. That's how I've been feeling. You just gave me confirmation. And so it's really good for me to be able to confirm what you're already feeling, because oftentimes we don't move, because even though we feel a certain way, somebody else is saying, no, I don't think it's a good year for that. Or even your spouse or your children or your friend, they can't see what you're feeling. They don't know what you're feeling. They surely can't see the energy. Only you know how you feel and if it's time to move. And sometimes you don't even need the confirmation. And then sometimes it's best to get the confirmation, because you don't want to jump too soon. Because if you were supposed to jump last year, or you're not supposed to jump to next year, then jumping too soon will get you off your path. But there's always a way to get back on the path. It's just going to take some time to work out the issues. So, and that happened to me too. I kind of jumped too fast one year and quit my job too soon, but I set those intentions early to quit the job, and it happened. And even though it was maybe was the wrong timing, many years ago, before I got into all of this heavily, then I realized, oh, okay, so even though I may have did it early that year, then I will be back on track next year, or I'm going to put myself back on track next year. You just got to go through the hurdles that I took myself through. But getting back on the path and working with where you are, it helps, right? It helps to stay on the top of your energy instead of the flip side of your year, right? Because so many of us who go into a personal year one, it's like the time to move. We got all this energy, go do, and then we talk to other people about what we want to do, and then they shut us down, right? They tell you, no, I don't think, you got a good job. Why would you quit your job? Or you got a good this, why would you want to do that? Or don't mess that up. And again, they don't know what you are feeling. They don't know it's your personal year 1, or your personal year 3, or your personal year 6, or your personal year 8. They don't know that, and neither do you. So you try to go to people who, quote unquote, have your best interests at heart, and they really only can tell you what they are feeling. Okay, and so again, my name is Cynthia Me. This is your Universal Year 4 information, and I'm glad that you stopped by to watch my video. I hope you like and subscribe, and of course share, and come back for more. I am so glad that I have started to post my numerology videos. I've been holding off for so many years, and then I realized, well, people need to see me more. Even though I'm on Facebook, they need to be able to see me more. If you want to go to Defining Life Path, actually it is facebook.com/defining life path. I'll put it below, and read my reviews. That's my old Facebook page. I am rebranding myself, and so Defining Life Path will have all of my reviews on there, and you can read exactly what I do, how I work with people, and the results that they get. Okay, bye for now. This has been a great opportunity for me to share this information with you. I hope you got a lot out of it. Again, always remember to love, live, and forgive. Again, my name is Cynthia Me, your meta numerologist.